Good morning once again, and thank you for this inspiring opening talks we have heard already. And my pleasure is that I will lead you through this morning program, which will give you a kind of overview about the whole issue of ecovillages working for sustainable rural development. And one sentence about myself: I think I will become an eco-village grandmother soon, because I live almost 30 years now in an eco-village. And I'm very involved in all the different eco-village networks we have here in Europe. I'm from Germany. And it was a pleasure to be involved as an associated partner in this project. And why was it inspiring for me is that eco-villages exist all around the world, and usually people either haven't heard about eco-villages, or if they have heard about eco-villages, they think they are small islands. And what I think is, yes, most eco-villages are small, but we are like salt in the soup. And without salt, a soup is not really tasty. So we need models all around the globe, in the northern hemisphere and in the south, which demonstrate and hopefully demonstrate with joy and enthusiasm that a more healthy lifestyle and a more sustainable lifestyle is not only possible, but that it is already a reality. And so I really invite everybody here to really, when you go on holidays or wherever you are, to look for these interesting models. And already in 1998, the United Nations, they named eco-villages among the 100 best practices as excellent models for a sustainable life. So this morning will give us a kind of overview, pathways to sustainable living. And now I have the pleasure to introduce our 6 speakers of today's morning to you. And what I also really like is that it is a cooperation of different countries, of different perspectives, and also of both genders. It was started by people in Lithuania, women who work for economy. I think that's really special. And we will have our opening talk by Professor Karin Litvin. She's a professor from a university in Seattle, State, Washington. And she works at this university for more than 20 years now, since 1991. And now I lost my paper. Here it is. She is in the faculty of the Department of Political Science, and she is specialized in global environmental politics. And her core interests are green theory and the science policy interface. And her research is global in scope, as her field is in international environmental law. And she has also given a bit of thought to the subjective and intersubjective dimension of sustainability. And what is really special with Karin Litvin is that she has traveled the world. She visited 5 continents and lots of eco-villages and is writing a book about it. And I think we will hear more about this in her presentation now. And Karin, wait a second, because I will introduce all the speakers and then I will come back to you. And after Karin is done, we will have another inspiring speaker from Lithuania. And it is Professor Kierkutis. He is a president of the Lithuanian Healthy Lifestyle and Natural Medicine Chamber. He is also a cardiologist and a head of medicine education department in the beautiful place of Klaipėda University, right? So we are happy to listen to your talk after Professor Litvin's talk. And at the end of the first part of the morning, we will listen to Stuart Pledger from Sweden. Originally, I think you are also from the United States. So we are also a very international speakers here. And Stuart is the chairperson of a network in Sweden called CradleNet, which is a network for the promotion of circular economy. And he also lived in an eco-village in Söderbyn in Gotland for a while, which is also a main partner of this project here, and was involved in the eco-village networks. And he will talk about the phenomena of circular economy, a very important issue when we look towards sustainability of money and economy. Then we will have a break, a coffee break. And after the coffee break, we will have another 3 very inspiring speakers. We will come back and we will listen to Bruno Erat from Finland. He is a passionate architect and a pioneer of ecological construction. For a while, he has been Finland's leading expert on sustainable architecture, and he will give us a presentation on the spirit of the place in sustainable architecture. Then we will listen to Dariusz Szwed, I hope I pronounced this more or less correctly, from Poland. He is a Polish politician and a former chairman of Poland's Green Party. He is a coordinator of campaigns, green economy, and green energy. He is one of the trustees of the Green Institute Foundation and the chair of this program's council. And our last speaker for today is Marika Lohi from Finland, and she is again an expert in financial management. She is an accountant and representative of the Merkur Bank in Finland, which provides financing to profit-making and not-for-profit projects, and involves not just an economic evaluation, but also ethical, environmental, and social assessments. Marika is also an initiator of Pankki Bank, a project for ethical banking in Finland. So we will have these 6 speakers, and I know that you will forget about the details I told you now, but I will point out a few things before I introduced one speaker after the other. So now we take a deep breath. And my wish is for this day that this whole day will strengthen our enthusiasm for a sustainable planet. Because when we are filled with enthusiasm and passion, this will fuel us in our activities. And I think this is the overall idea why we are here. To strengthen each other for all the great activities we are doing. And now I'm really happy to introduce Karen Litvin, the professor of the University in Seattle, Washington, for her talk about E2C2 in Ecovillages. And this is about integrating ecology and economics. These are the 2 E's. and community and consciousness. These are the 2 C's. And I'm happy to welcome you here on this floor.